Here we go. Happy New Year, Tina G on YouTube. Happy New Year, Pink. How cold is it up there in North Dakota? It is a balmy. Oh, my watch is about dead. I can't tell how cold it was. Last time I looked at it, it was 28. I think it's supposed to be 19 here tonight. So let me put my watch on power reserve. Oh, we have got last I saw, they're predicting up to like 80 hours. Happy New Year, Deep South. I think they were telling us we were looking at 80 hours below freezing.
How do you watch live on here on YouTube, on TV?
On YouTube? Just go to YouTube.
I did, and I went to AldermanFarms, and I have our page pulled up.
All right, well, maybe it ought to come up there now. Hang on, we got technical difficulties. Not technical difficulties, we're just getting caught up, trying to get Mama squared away. Raise your hand, Mama. There she is. There it is. See her hand pop up in between Patty's seed boxes? I reckon Patty left them on the table on purpose.
Because I'm looking at them tomorrow.
She's looking at them tomorrow.
Tell me, it's still not, I mean...
Okay, come over here and talk to the friend.
Right there.
Come over here and talk to the nice people.
Okay.
And I'll do it.
Okay.
You got it?
You got to listen to us talking in there, but watch us on here, okay, Mama?
You got it?
No.
Okay. Well, Patty's going to come spell me in here while I get Mama all set up watching the show in there. Oh, yes, she had to turn the Christmas tree on. It gives me a chance to share that. Here comes Pat. Pick your feet up, Granny.
He likes it when I slide my feet because I remind him of his mama.
Yeah, tell him about that. Why I say pick your feet up, Granny.
Yep. Oh, Granny. Tommy said he could always hear his mama coming down the hall because
everybody called my mama Granny.
Yeah. Tommy even called his mama Granny. Not when he was younger, but he did. After his sister had kids, and they all started calling her Granny. Everybody in Louisiana called Granny Granny. So, and just like my mom, they call her my mom. So, anyway, but boy, we've had a busy, cold day, and I've been thinking about Jenny Pratt. They need to keep that cold weather up there with them because, whoo, us Southerners, it's hard on us. But we've had, Christmas on Christmas with our kids. Cameron, of course, wasn't able to come, but Chelsea and Guillermo are sometimes in Colombia, South America, with Guillermo's parents, but they were home, so we had a great time. And then this past weekend, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, my family came up. Tommy's sister and brother-in-law and niece and our great niece came up last weekend, too, for Christmas, on Christmas Day. But we were finishing up Christmas yesterday with my family, so we had a good day. But we hadn't been able, Tommy worked last week too, and me and my oldest sister Evie made seafood gumbo. And we don't make chicken and sausage gumbo and have seafood too. We do just seafood in our gumbo. So we made that yesterday for everybody. And it was
so good.
Yeah, it turned out really good. Everybody liked it. But that's just a tradition. That's what we do. Everybody's tired of turkey and dressing after Thanksgiving and Christmas. So my family, we don't get together on Christmas because it's gotten so big that, we try. More people can come if we have it the weekend before, the weekend after. So we had it the weekend after. But anyway, we were, making preparations to do that. We haven't had much cold weather. I think one time we ran our water where it wouldn't freeze, but because it was just getting, in the upper 20s, I guess. But this weather, I forgot what it's supposed to be now. I think it's supposed to be 20 tonight or something like that. And
19, I thought you said.
Well, they keep changing. They keep adjusting it. But
I hope they keep adjusting it up.
It did go up a few degrees.
I was telling them, though, they were telling us like 80 plus hours without reaching.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
The high today was 35. So, yeah, the low tonight is 19. Tomorrow night is 17, and Tuesday night is 19. But it's going to be freezing until Tuesday here. It'll be, and I know some of you are laughing at us because I know it's not 0, but it's cold. So it's very cold to us to say we had a 70-degree day last week,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, yesterday it was in the 50s. It felt pretty good yesterday.
And again, you got to, we talked about this before.
I don't have my iPad open.
The last time it got cold, we talked about this before, that we're not built, the infrastructure.
Yeah.
We
talked about it when it snowed. Yeah.
Roadways, homes are not built to expect those kind of temperatures, especially for not that length of time. So, and our animals are not now they're tough, but they're not accustomed to those type temperatures, down in the low single digits and stuff.
I mean, and that's what I was telling somebody. I'm doing get my iPad going. I haven't even looked at my hair, y'all. I just got through doing supper and pouring it up where it starts cooling. But our barn, I forget who I was telling about our barn. It just has wire. We don't have walls up on our barn. You can see straight through it. Now, I mean, some people do have barns that have walls. We just haven't ever done that yet. We would like to enclose it, but honestly, with the animals and everything, it's better that it's open with the air circulation,
right?
Because it gets so hot here, and with dealing with disease and stuff like that, it's better it's open.
Yeah, our issue is heat down here, not cold.
And Tommy, forgot to take a picture of our barn, so you're going to have to do that.
Busy.
You have to put it on Facebook. It's so funny.
There's so much I forget because I was telling Patty we're bad YouTubers.
Well, his phone, he came in and I said, "Did you take a picture of the barn?" He said, "No, my phone's on 1%." So, but we put up tarps around the barn to block the wind, and like the east side and the north side, and that blocks the wind and everything, and it makes a huge difference.
Unbelievable the difference.
Yeah, when you go in there, but we haven't had to do that in probably 5 years. We haven't even. We might have put up one tarp on the chicken pen because they're on the north side, but it's just amazing that we really haven't. Well, I can't remember. Check on it.
Well, hey, it could be worse.
Well,
Red Collie on watching on Facebook says wind chill is -20.
Golly.
Where's that at,
Where
Red?
is that? Yeah.
My word. Hey, Trish. Happy New Year to you too, madam. Hey, Cherish. Julie, you too.
Julie. Is that my Julie? Julie Morgan.
Julie Morgan Palmer. I'm wore out. I'm ready to go to bed.
And so, we have been working. Like I said, the family was up yesterday, and so we have been working all day today. What you looking at?
I just realized I was like drinking like this.
So it's just we've been working hard. And so I know y'all are going to laugh at us about the cold and everything, but I want to show y'all a picture. You northerners are really going to laugh. Now, I told y'all what we're going to be 19 tonight, 17 tomorrow night, and Tuesday night is going to be 19 again. And it's going to be freezing until Tuesday. Then it'll come out of the freezing zone. But look, I want to show you this picture that I took at Walmart today. No, I did not have to go and stock up on things. I did think about bread, but I've just baked. I need to show my giant loaf of sourdough bread. I want to show you the shelves, the bread shelf at Walmart.
That's it.
No, oh yeah, there it is. But anyway, this was the bread shelf at. Let's see. It was about noon. About noon today. This is the bread shelf at Walmart. So anyway, so because of course people don't want to get out in the cold, but also we may actually lose power because of the cold. It has been raining here. It rained here till about 11, and so like Tommy said, our infrastructure, our homes, And our electric grid and all that is really not built for the real cold.
Bethany McBride, what do the bread shelves look like in South Dakota where it was minus 25 this morning?
Yeah, I wonder. I've missed a lot of comments because I didn't have my iPad on. I was late coming. So if y'all said anything directly to us or asked a question, repost, please.
Yeah,
and I'll
that's
try and watch.
Good point to remind everybody.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to comment to us,
yeah,
or ask us a question directly, please put it in all caps.
Yes.
And then here's a couple things I want you to remember. If, like Patty just said, if we miss it, if we miss your comment, we don't ask it, we don't answer you directly, post it again, please.
Yes.
And keep posting it until we answer it or the show's over.
I'll make a show.
But we may miss it, because we're terrible at that. We're terrible. The chat.
Tell me, quit it. We're not terrible. It's just hard.
We're
and
terrible
we do
at the chat.
Our very best.
Well,
we do our very best.
We're not ignoring people. Most of the time, we're not ignoring people.
That's Sugar Bear saying, "Let me in."
Yeah, Sugar Bear's knocking. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Anyway.
Sugar Bear's gonna be crazy if you don't let her in.
Look at. Hey, Cameron. Hey, Cameron. Cameron. Our son Cameron types in all caps. Notice me.
Hey, Cameron.
Hey, Cameron.
Was he on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey. Cameron's working on something, but I'm not supposed to say anything. So I'll let him say something if he wants to say something. Or
see my giant bread? It's kind of lopsided. But anyway, this is the first time I used some bread pans. I told y'all before I learned how to make sourdough from Tommy's Aunt Dossie. And they gave me her giant bread pans when she passed away. So I'm excited. So
yeah.
All right, Coco says, did your concrete cure okay in these temperatures?
How did what?
Your concrete. Your cement?
Looked fine to me.
Yeah.
Because we got it done right before it turned cold. So, I mean, it was cool. What was it in the 40s maybe? Or 50s that day? Mm-hmm. Might have been in the 50s.
Yeah, it was in the 50s.
Speaking of concrete, you want to...
Oh, Pia says she's got a bread machine now. Yay!
Speaking of concrete...
And, oh, yeah, go ahead and show them the pictures. We can keep talking. But David Charo said, Happy New Year from 20F, Alaska. I guess 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
That's amazing that we're almost as cold as Alaska.
I tried to do a little live video. In fact, I think I did it. I think it was able to come on for just a few minutes, and my battery was... I didn't think about it because I'm a terrible YouTuber these days. I just don't think about YouTube. But anyway, we got some slabs poured. Y'all remember the NRCS fencing project? By the way, that's not NRCS fence you're looking at there. I put that piece of fence up.
And he did a very good job.
Yeah, it did all right. So with the perimeter fencing project, it comes with a requirement that you do two watering, well, depending on what kind of, our layout required 2 watering facilities, high traffic areas. And so these pictures that I just showed you are the first one. And as you can see, we were able to get the concrete truck, the cement truck, back right up there to the slab. But the other one was in the woods. Mm-hmm. It looks kind of rough right there, doesn't it? That concrete looks rough. And you can see the pipe right at that corner post, the water coming up, and I got 2 spigots on it, one to go to the water tank and one for a water hose, and we also did that on the other one. But y'all, and I can't believe I didn't film this, we had the cement truck's on the road, pouring concrete into the bucket of my tractor, and then I was dumping it over that fence. And Bill, my buddy Bill.
That's Bill in the picture right there.
No, that's Branson.
Oh, it's Branson.
That's his youngest son, Branson.
Oh, okay.
And I do not know how many bucket loads of cement, concrete that we had to dump. It
had to take a bunch because it's a 20 by 20 slab, something like that.
No, that was not. That one's a smaller slab because the requirements are you have to have 10 feet in every direction from the water trough. So we had in the first one, in this one, the water trough is going right in the middle, up against the fence. See the man in green, the cement truck driver with the green shirt on the left side. And so it had to be 10 feet in 3 directions. Mm-hmm. But this one is going in that corner right there So we only had to have 10 feet in 2 directions.
Whatever.
So, yeah.
And Pia said that she hoped Carly was feeling better, and she is. She got to come home. It was so sad. She was so sad.
The next day, she got to come home.
She was sick Christmas Eve and couldn't come home. And she was going to come home and stay over at the trailer, and but she just got to feeling so bad she didn't want to drive. But she woke up feeling perfectly fine Christmas Day, so she came on home. So I was glad of that.
Yeah, luckily it was a 24-hour something or something she ate.
Yeah, I kind of think it may have been something she ate. Brenda Duncan said they're looking at -7 with a wind chill of -20 to 25 tonight there in western Missouri. That's in Missouri.
Oh, I know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were getting records and stuff.
My aunt's in, Mama, where's that bunny live? Seymour. It's close. That's just a little, that's
close to Mansfield.
Yeah, but I was trying to think of the big city that it's close to. I forgot.
Springfield,
yeah. And
not close to Mansfield. Close to Springfield.
Yeah, Alaska's hotter than Western New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Western New York is cold. I forgot what somebody said. The Patriots were playing in today, or I don't know, but it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. They'd be out there. Bethany McBride. Remember a while ago I asked about the bread in -25 in South Dakota. She said she didn't drive 30 minutes to find out what the bread shelves look like.
That's
hey,
right.
Senatobia, Montana Sky.
We also had some family visitors that came. What was that, Friday?
Yeah.
My cousins. I have cousins that are twins, Joe and John. And they came to visit, and they wanted to see the farm, and they thought that was so funny, our rooster standing up on the end of that trailer, so they wanted a picture with the rooster.
Okay, here's the test. Who's who? Which one's which? Which one's Joe and which one's John?
They don't know. But Joe is on the left, John is on the right.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive.
Say that again?
Joe is on the left.
Oh, yeah.
John is on the right.
Yeah, well, it could be that he's got Joe Morgan on his jacket.
I didn't even look at that.
You cheated. You saw his name.
I did not. I can tell them apart. I really can.
I actually grew up with them years
I
did
too, but
before.
I never knew Tommy.
Yeah, because she was a little bitty thing when I was a kid. And we played ball together, and I don't remember if we were ever on the same teams, but we played in the same leagues and all that.
Well, that's strange. I probably saw you play ball, because we used to go to all the Twins games.
I'm sure you were impressed, if you ever did.
But I mean, I didn't realize that. I didn't even think about that y'all played ball against each other.
Oh, Miss Mary Burner wants to know, did you cover the... we don't have any kale or collards.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we do? We got collards?
Should I cover the kale? No, we don't have collards.
We ain't covered nothing except goats.
You know what I did do, Miss Mary? Yeah,
we've been covering goats.
I went out and picked my kale back real low, and I pulled up all the what's those things?
You had mustards. I didn't know you had kale out there.
Both.
I didn't know you had kale.
The little round things. What
radishes. The
breakfast radishes. I pulled all them up.
Boy, they're so good.
Yeah, we really like it. Not tonight. But
we don't have to eat them tonight. But.
Anyway, so I did do that, and I had dug up my. Gosh, I'm kind of going blank. Maybe I'm tired too. I did help outside some today.
There's Jan Partain.
Hey, Jan.
Jan.
It's
down to 4 degrees in northwest Arkansas, Arkansas.
Wow. Man. Oh, but there's a special wait, we go in order of how our week was. So I showed the picture of Joe and John.
Yeah.
And so we've got some pictures of the family. Oh, I've been doing something.
Well, we got to show our Christmas stuff.
Well, you didn't show them that the other night?
Uh-oh. You want me to get that?
Yeah, why don't you take that right quick?
Hey.
And Tommy's taking that because that's our son-in-law. And they're actually in New York right now.
Guillermo.
So he's taking that just to make sure he don't need anything.
Oh, I don't know.
But anyway, so I thought he showed y'all pictures. We had a brief show last week.
Well, tell everybody on the YouTube show you're sorry for butt dialing me.
Oh.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah, that's why I answered the phone. All right, no trouble. See you. Bye.
But anyway, we had planned to do a few little things on the show Christmas Eve, and we had just gotten news that a good friend of ours had been taken to the hospital and everything. And I think Tommy told you about that. Maybe I prayed for her and everything.
Yeah.
I asked God to pray for her and everything. So, but the good news is she is home. She did have to stay in the hospital.
2 days.
I don't know how many days it was now.
It all
seemed
kind of ran together. I
It
think
seemed
it
like
was
a
a couple
long
of
time.
days.
I know she was there through Christmas and everything. And Christmas would have been on Monday, so she came home Tuesday or Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
But she's doing a little bit better. But please keep praying for her, though.
Please keep praying for our friend.
She
We
was
love
real
her.
sick. Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
First thing before we do that, look, everybody watch. Mama's eating,
Yep.
and Toby is standing in his post.
Yep. He always stands there waiting for. She always gives him a
And
treat
she always
too.
gives him a little treat.
So, but
Anyway,
but I was going to go ahead and show him the pictures.
Starting here?
Yeah, you can show that
All
right
right.
there. Tommy.
somebody actually noticed from the little brief Christmas show thing that we did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you got the banister up, you got the stair rails up. So you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I really wanted the banister to be up for Christmas because I wanted us to take a nice family picture standing there and everything. And guess what? We didn't take a picture.
Well, kind of.
No,
Not
we did not
picture.
take the picture
Yeah.
I want to take. But this is the next day. Tommy's sister is the one at the top with the green on. That's Sheila. And then me and Carly Ann, and that's his niece Heidi.
Sheila's youngest daughter, Heidi.
And then that's Chelsea, our oldest daughter. And then the next one is Kennedy, which is Heidi's daughter, which is Sheila's granddaughter.
Youngest daughter.
Yeah, she's our great niece. And then the bottom is Andrea, Guillermo's younger sister.
Yeah.
So we did get some pictures on the rail, but we didn't get the family pictures anyway. So, this is just pictures Tommy took around the house. We do dips and stuff Christmas Eve.
Finger foods on Christmas Eve.
So that's what we did, and that is all the presents. So we had a lot of presents. So we had a good time. Miss Cameron.
Even Mama got into the act with
Yep.
her Christmas, with
Julie,
her Santa hat.
Julie bought that's Julie, by the way. That's not me. Julie bought everybody hats with reindeer. What are they? And this is, I've been working on a project I haven't shared with y'all. This is scarves. That's a scarf Julie's holding up.
It's blurred in the picture because she was moving it.
Yeah, but anyway, I've been learning how to arm knit, and so I arm knitted everybody's scarves.
Stay tuned.
And there's Tomas. He got a scooter that is a big wheel scooter for the farm.
For the farm.
So anyway,
Corey and Kayla and Chelsea. Showed you all the women folk on the stairs. There's the men folk that were here, minus Cameron.
yep.
Sitting in at the bar. That's Sheila's husband, my brother-in-law, Lewis. Everybody calls him Papa Lou.
David Shara says looks like a definite estrogen imbalance. There we can see, but he showed the men.
Yeah.
There's more women than men though.
It was a nice time. We had a nice evening. We're glad to have Annie back.
Well, and that's yesterday, so you're going a little out of order.
Am I going out of order?
Yeah. I want to show the picture of the girls with their scarves. Did you not get? There it is, right here. I want to show where they could get a better picture of the scarves that I made. There they go. So I was tickled. I enjoy doing it. You know, I've had started learning to knit, and I've got a little bit of arthritis in the joints of my thumbs, and it really, really hurts to hold. I knew how to crochet a little bit, but and I've done, I did Tomasa baby blanket and stuff like that, but I was so excited to learn how to arm knit because it really does not hurt my thumbs at all, my hands.
Patty is so much like my mom. Not only the fact that she slides her feet all over the floor wearing those slippers.
Well, they would fall off if you
But
picked them all the way out.
also, just like my mom, she's got two speeds, wide open and stop. And
Yeah.
so you ought to see how fast she can make those doggone scarves. I mean, I timed her. It was like 37 seconds flat from start to finish.
He's exaggerating a whole lot.
I'm exaggerating a lot, but it's amazing. So you'll be,
Oh,
stay
you know
tuned.
what?
Patty's going to be doing some videos, and in fact, she may do a live video of her doing a.
I guess I could.
Yeah, of course you could.
Yeah.
Right, everybody? Wouldn't you like to see that? Patty, to teach y'all how she does that and
it's really
watch
easy.
her live. Cousin Roy is watching.
Roy.
Hey, Roy Dixon.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You know what? We had thought about early on at Christmas that I was going to show everybody all the Christmas presents you got me. But
why don't we do that? Because by the way.
Well, I don't think we're going to have enough time because we still have a lot of stuff to talk about.
I know, but we're not even quite 30 minutes in, and sadly, folks, no singing tonight. I'm sorry.
Oh,
we just didn't prepare.
Come on, just do something at the spur of the moment.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I don't know. Do that. There's a New Year's song.
Yeah, but I don't know it.
Feliz Navidad.
No, that's a Spanish Christmas song.
Oh, well, you could try that.
Feliz Navidad. No.
No, I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know.
No, sorry. No, we probably just got flagged for copyright just from that little thing.
Oh,
right
nah. Okay, but, you know, of course we would have winterized our barns because of our chickens that we like a lot and our goats. But we had some surprises yesterday. We have the seafood gumbo on the stove.
Goodness.
You have to stand over it. Tommy, you weren't here. Where were you? You went to get ice.
Yeah.
He'd gone to get ice. But before he left...
Ice. I mean, I had gone to get some other things.
Yeah. But before he left, he came in and he had went to feed. And he came in and showed... No, that's not the one. That one. He came in and said, the tan goat with the purple collar has a baby. And we don't have her name, unfortunately. Unless that's Val. I don't think
call
that's
her Tan.
Val. Yeah, Tan. Tanny. How about Tanny?
Tanny. That's fine.
Tanny's her name now. Anyway, has a baby. So
a
boy. I wasn't expecting her to kid before Spree. I've been watching Spree because I knew when she had bred. So he came in and told me that and everything. Well, I couldn't go out and check. Well, in the meantime, Carly Ann got up.
Yeah.
And I told Carly Ann, so she's going out to the barn, and Tommy told me Spree looked fine, because like I said, I've been really watching her.
Because she's old.
She's older, and she
has trouble, too.
Yes, she doesn't all. Yeah, she has trouble sometimes, and
typically.
She just looked like she was going to kid before the rest of these
goats.
Yeah,
she looked like she was big as a house and ready to
go. Excuse me. So Carly Ann goes out. Tommy's gone by now, and yeah, she calls me or texts me and says the one that looks like Spree but has horns had a baby. Well, is having a baby. She actually filmed it and put it on Snapchat. Her friends kind of didn't like it.
Yeah.
They laughed about that. Yeah, she filmed a goat with hooves and a nose.
Yes, it's the same.
Hooves and a nose sticking out. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what she did to her friends. Yeah, go ahead on that one.
And then...
no, that's
that's the same one. Sorry. Yeah.
Anyway, that was not the one I thought it was. That's Caramel, which y'all have seen her before. So, anyway... I
think we're missing one.
Anyway, so Caramel had hers. So then, I finally got to the point in the gumbo, because I wanted to go out and check the goats. And I go out and right here, Spree is laying on the ground talking to me. And Spree had a baby girl. The first two were boys. This one's a girl. And so she did fine. She still looks very big. I was real concerned, but she's doing fine.
Look at that, y'all.
So that is the cutest little baby.
Her name is Fancy. We named her Fancy.
And Carly Ann was not here, and so she did not pick out any names, so she
and Tomas wasn't here either.
Yeah, and Tomas wasn't here. But anyway, it's a sweet little thing. It's sweet, sweet. That's the baby. It looks kind of big there, but it's really not, Tom. That's us trying to get it to nurse last night, making sure it was nursing.
Yeah, because Spree has ginormous udders.
Yeah.
And so sometimes little bitty babies have trouble. And we're probably sweating it over nothing. You know, they would probably get it. You know,
yeah.
But they're just ginormous.
Well, and we weren't able to stay out there. I sat out there for a little while, and at noon, Julie came driving up the driveway, and I was like, "Oh, she's early. And I looked at the time and I thought, ooh, I've got to go.
Yeah, so it wasn't like we had time or the luxury to just sit and
Yeah.
watch and let nature take its course.
Yeah.
We had to make sure
Well,
that that little baby got some milk.
But we did that night. I mean, it may have nursed some, but we went out 2 or 3 times over there to check the babies and everything to make sure they was okay while everybody was here. Of course, other people want to go see the babies too.
Yeah.
But now everybody had single births, and for goats that give a lot of milk, that means they're going to get lopsided because
they got 2 teats.
Yeah, and the babies tend to like to just nurse one side. They have a favorite side. So, this is a picture of what I did this morning, all bundled up. Well, it was really this afternoon. I waited a little while to do it, so I went ahead and relieved them a little bit.
Is that Spree
That's
right there?
Spree right there.
So you can see how big. Now, it looked like she'd already been.
Yeah,
Because it's not all the way fat down to the tip.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't have as much milk. And then this is Caramel. So, and this is the milk I got. I got almost a quart from Caramel and not even a pint from Spree.
And what will you do with that, honey?
Spree usually has more milk, but she's getting older, and I think she's just not producing like she should. I have already frozen the milk. It is colostrum milk. It's kind of yellow, and it's got the colostrum in it. So I've frozen it and wrote the date on it, so in case there's a goat that doesn't have colostrum or something happens, we have it. So anyway,
hey Debbie, I think you spelled it right.
Pia says she's not heard an arm knit. Now I'm gonna do a video, Pia. It's really fun. It's really simple. It's less complicated because you're using your hands instead of the knitting needles, But it's the same process, just like knitting, except your arms are giant needles. So, a former mom said, I guess the full moon does cause labor. I didn't even know if it was a full moon.
Well, I don't know if it's actually full, but it could very well be because it's big.
It seems like, though, that's what somebody said. It seems like, or Corey, I think it was, in the worst weather, they're going to have babies. And last year, and we lost that baby, it was Brownie that kidded. And we were heading to Jackson to have Christmas, and she had kidded, and I wasn't expecting her to kid, and it was the coldest day. It was the coldest day. It was just so freezing, and had I been home, I don't know, things might have been a little different. I don't know.
And what do we have? So right now we've got 3.
Well, we've got 4
4
babies
that have kidded. We've got 3 boys.
Brownie's got a baby too.
Brownie was first. We got 3 boys and 1 little girl, and 2 more to kid. Because I don't think Blackie's not going to kid.
Bred. No, Blackie's not bred. Yeah, we've got Shaggy to go, which is not going to be long, and we have Tyne to go. And the other little goat's not bred, I don't think. Or she is, she's way off. So.
And we really thought Spree had 2. It's true, though. I tried to remind Patty, often we think, there's got to be another one in there.
It's just because watching her 2 weeks ago, we were saying, I wonder if she could be having triplets.
She was big as a house.
But I don't know. I'm going to bring some baking soda out there. Maybe she's bloated.
We think she might be a little bloated because, especially, she was pretty big after the birth, and the baby. We assume she normally throws giant single births, right?
Yeah. Well, not giant, but pretty big. Yeah.
And which is why she sometimes has trouble. Well, Fancy is a tiny little thing.
Yeah, she's tiny.
And so she forevermore still looks pregnant, but she's fine. She's fine. We watched her. She ate. She drank. She behaves normally. So, she may have a little gas on her tummy. We're gonna bring her a little baking soda out there and see if she'll take it. Because if she's got gas, she'll take it. They know.
Yeah. Pia, former Meemaw says that does the cold weather stress them and induce labor? She didn't think about that. Well, yesterday it was not really cold.
Yeah.
It was like 50s yesterday. So and it wasn't that cold the night before. We haven't even been. Well, it may have been freezing. It may have froze that Friday night.
I don't think so.
I saw ice on the mud puddle one day. I forgot when that was. But anyway, I don't know. It's just funny. I don't think I've ever had them have 3 kids in one day. I've had them 1 kid in the morning, 1 kid in the evening, but I don't think I've ever had 3 in one day, and really within hours apart. Because that's what was so funny. Tommy goes out, finds a baby goat. Carly Ann goes to see the baby goat, finds another goat having babies. I go out to see the baby goats, I find a goat having a baby. You know, so.
Yeah. So we quit going out there. No. I'm kidding.
But anyway, so we have to take special care, with the babies and everything. We've actually got them separated a little bit because, we have some bullies that are the goat bullies, and then we also have the mamas with babies that don't want anybody getting near their baby. So we've actually got 5 stalls that we have goats in now. The 3 mamas are, the two mamas are separated out from everybody else. We had to put the Nubians by themselves because they were being really mean to them. They were kind of standing
They
off.
get picked on. The Nubian, we call them the girls, the little girls. They get picked on, and so we basically segregated them. They're not confined. They've got access to what we call the pasture. It's not much of a pasture right now, but...
well, they're not doing anything but trying to stay warm now anyway. We've got
hay. But they've got
hay.
freedom of movement.
Yeah.
And then we've got the other stall that used to be the chick breeding thing. It's not, nobody's locked in there, but there's an avenue of escape, mainly to get away from Shaggy.
Yeah.
So, all right. So
Donna says it's full tonight. So
Christmas Eve was my side of the family. Plus Julie.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Right? Yeah, Christmas Day. Yeah, Yeah, okay. Anyway, plus Julie. Juju was up here, and we were happy that she was able to celebrate with us. And so, you know how when families get spread out and you got marriages going on, and it gets difficult to get everybody, especially when folks move away, and you got to factor in travel.
Yeah, and then, all the extended families and all that, so it's hard to get everybody here. It was the slowest crowd we've had, and I guess maybe ever, really.
Yeah.
It had a lot of...
You talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was getting to, you can't, a lot of times you can't get all the Christmases in one weekend, so we had our second Christmas yesterday with Patty's side of the family.
This is Julie. Y'all seen her before, and this is her family. This is her daughter, Jamie. Her son, I almost said Steve, Matt, and his wife, Sagan. Jamie's husband's not in the picture here, and her 2 boys weren't able to come because now they're older, and I know Trey was working, so I don't know about Brock. So anyway, so they didn't get to come. This is my nephew, Rusty. This is my oldest sister, Evie's son, and his wife, Charmaine. And me and Rusty are the ones that I think I've told y'all we're the same age. We're 28 hours apart.
Yeah, one day apart.
And there's Kayla and Mama and Rusty and Charmaine.
And we already saw that one already.
Yeah, that's the scarves. And there's a significance to our little cups, and that is not shot glasses. That is little plastic cups that was at Mama's house that me and Rusty, like I said, me and Rusty was the same age. We grew up together. We're more like brother and sister than aunt and nephew, of course. But anyway, Mama kept those little cups all those years, and when we were at her house and cleaning out the cabinets, I found them, and I thought, I'm going to serve Rusty tea in them the next time he comes. And so I poured us up some tea, and I said, hey, Rusty, you want some tea? And he said, yeah. And he walked over, and I handed him his little cup, and he looked at it, and he looked and looked at it, and he said, oh, these are our cups. Oh, you can't see the color. See, I got a blue. This is a blue one, and this is a pink one. And Rusty's just all chewed on here. So it was cute, though.
I saw those pictures. I wondered what that was about. I thought,
you thought Rusty brought whiskey?
Somebody must have brought something for the eggnog. I don't know,
but anyway, that's Steve right there with Tommy. That's Jamie's husband, Julie's son-in-law. And then this is Micah, and then Brooke. Brooke is Rusty's daughter, and then there's Carol, and
Carol is Evie's
husband. You can see the pot singing in the background right there. And this was one of my favorite gifts. We do Dirty Santa, and so it's where you put the presents in the middle, and you draw numbers, and then you go pick your present. You can steal somebody else's present if you want to, or draw from the middle.
Yeah, it has other names elsewhere.
Yeah. But anyway, so we have a fun time playing that. But Carly Ann did this present, and what she did, everybody was from Louisiana, and so they're all LSU fans. And so she wrapped up the LSU shirt inside of the Mississippi State shirt. So when Rusty got the present, and when he opened up that Mississippi State shirt, he was just got off with, and he outfalls the LSU shirt. So it was funny. So
now
it was cute.
You know, Carly Ann did that as a Dirty Santa deal.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm still puzzled about is my sister.
Yeah. Do you have it on?
My sister, who knows that I went to LSU. I don't have my ring on. I took both of my rings off today because it was so cold. I didn't want to lose any rings again taking gloves off. My sister bought me a shirt, and she said she couldn't find the LSU one, so she just got me a Mississippi State one and figured, well, you pull for them too, right? I said, yeah.
You should have seen Tommy's face. He was just like, Mississippi State?
It's a very nice shirt, and I've had it on all day today because it's a great layer, and it comes up with this neck thing up here. And I had to I wore it the other day as an undershirt when I went to Starkville to pick up Carly Ann's stuff. Of course, I wore my LSU hat, but I wore my shirt, in case I needed to. In case I was about to get beat up, which Mississippi State people don't beat up. Mississippi State's got the greatest fans.
Yeah, Mississippi State people pull for LSU, except for one game a year, just like you said.
Not all of them, but Mississippi State has the best fans in college football.
Right there.
Boy, I got me some beard balm from the Beard Commander that Howard Case from Homesteading with the Cases represents, and sometimes and man, it's really done well. This is 2 months growth, and I'm digging it. And I got some. The flavor I got.
The smell.
Yeah. The
aroma. The fragrance
is cigar smoke. I love it. Makes me want to smoke cigars. But all right, so let's see. Where were we? You and Rusty were drinking your whatever you were drinking.
Tea.
What did you say that was again?
Tea.
And that's your story, and you're sticking to it.
It was
and we
tea.
did all those. Well, we didn't do that one. That's what we.
Yeah, there's Evie and Carol. That's my oldest sister and my brother-in-law, and then Corey.
And we got that Tomas's trampoline is right outside the window right there, so that Mama can watch him jump when he's here.
And they scooted it even closer, though, Tommy, where they couldn't, because it was wet.
You see them trees?
Oh, why don't you go get them right now?
I will. Well, you want me to put it back on the thing, or can you do this?
I'll show them. I'll talk about that.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Anyway, we just remembered he saw the trampoline with the trees. If you can see in the background, like right above Corey's head, there's 3 little pots. That's my apple trees, and
we haven't
planted them yet. And so, anyway, Tommy's running out there right quick to get them to bring them in because I probably would have lost them if we'd have left them in there. Okay, Annie's home, Steady Heart. It says, do I have any sugar-free bread recipes? No, I don't. But I don't see why you can't make any bread recipe sugar-free. Now, the sourdough, I feed... What?
Maybe too late. They feel frozen to the pot.
They do? He said they feel frozen to the pot. Hope it's not too late. But anyway, I feed my sourdough starter with sugar and flour. If I'm not mistaken... Sherry at 7D Farm, she may not use sugar in her sourdough. I'm not positive, but it seems like I remember that. So you might want to check out 7D Farms and see if she has any, if she's got her recipe for sourdough, if you're looking for sourdough. But other bread recipes, I'm thinking of my white breads that I make. Even French bread will have a little bit of sugar in it, but you don't have to put the sugar, but you could put, and I say I don't have any, I make a roll, oh, I'm sorry, y'all, that I put honey in, so, or molasses, and so you don't have to use sugar. I don't know if you're trying to avoid, if you're doing it for calories or just not wanting the sugar, but like if you, what's that stuff? The fake sweetener stuff, Truvia or whatever. That's not quite so bad. I think that stuff is kind of bad for you, the fake stuff. But anyway, if you like it, then that's fine, and you don't care. You can just use the equivalent of that in there, if you use that kind of stuff, or if you just don't want any sweetness in it, try a loaf of bread without any sweetener and see how it is. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes some recipes calls for a little bit of salt, and it makes a difference. And I don't know if it will make a difference or not in the bread, because like the white bread and everything, it does not taste sweet at all. But I don't know if it would, taste bad without the sugar,
Mm-hmm.
But I just say try it. It's just 3 cups of flour you'll be wasting, and a little bit of time. So
You did all that?
no, I didn't. I just been talking. I answered a question.
That's right. I saw it. I saw that question.
Let's answer the question. So, but anyway, Tommy took some pictures because they've seen these. I think when we hung up a lot more of our cast iron, and so that's one. This is you're going so fast.
Sorry. You want me to go all the way back to
No, you're going to make them their eyes cross.
All right.
They've seen this. I was going to say on the island. We showed them the island, but this is one Tommy hung up for me. It had to have a smaller headed screw or something to go on there, but anyway, this is one of my favorite pans. I love to make biscuits on this pan, and I put butter on it, I stick it in the oven and get it hot, and I put my biscuits on it, and they make wonderful. They have crispy bottoms, and I love it. So, but anyway, that's the other end of the island. And these are some black pots that I got from Mama's house. A couple of those may be Granny's, but I love the ones that you see next. I'm pointing to them for you. The next to the windows, those are a deep pot. That's not a skillet. That's a pot. So I was excited. My sisters didn't want them, so I got to get them.
What is that deliciousness?
Well, I had intentions of taking pictures throughout, but this is the only picture of it. I had an order for 60 sourdough rolls for a lady's 90th birthday party.
Did you do that?
I did.
Oh, gosh. Where was I?
You was out there doing the cement.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anyway, Tommy thought I forgot. But anyway,
No.
I had some other. I made enough bread dough for like 6 loaves, and so I made that giant loaf of bread I showed y'all. And I also had rolled out this to make. I've been wanting to do some king cakes, and so I played with king cake. And like I said, that's the only picture I took.
You might not even know what a king cake is.
Oh yeah, it's like a jelly roll, but you put jelly in it. I guess you always put jelly in jelly rolls, and cream cheese, and it make it in a circle. And they hide the baby in Louisiana. They hide a baby in it, and whoever
a little plastic baby.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're eating it. And whoever gets the baby has to buy the next king cake. Is the way it goes. Yeah. But anyway, they eat them here in Mississippi too. But I just was wanting to try my hand at making.
It's a Mardi Gras thing.
Yeah.
Typically.
Well, I mean, that's when they have them that time of year.
Yeah.
I guess that's why they call it a king cake. Is that why?
I don't know why it's called a king cake, but.
But anyway, I've tried it one other time, and I put too much jelly, and it was just squishing everywhere. So, but anyway, I put less jelly this time. But anyway, I still have to critique it a little. I mean, to perfect it a little bit. But it still was good.
Thanks, Terry Simmons Trotto. She was popping in to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Packing to move on Tuesday. Everybody stay safe and warm. You too.
Yeah, this is what's left of it. So it turned out pretty good. Let's see. You can see the little jelly up in there and cream cheese and all. So it turned out good.
What did you say you needed to do different with the cream cheese? Something.
I need to mix some powdered sugar in it and maybe a little bit of vanilla to make it more creamy, so I'm going to try.
It was good.
After we lose about 10 pounds, I'm going to make us another one.
Oh, gosh.
Gain 5 back, we can lose more. Because we're going to start eating healthy.
Yeah, we're not going on a diet. We're going to start eating healthy again. And
that means we can still have sweets if it's made with honey and molasses.
Getting regular exercise.
Mm-hmm. All those New Year resolutions.
Not when it's 19 degrees, we're not.
Well, it would warm you up.
Yeah, I could do push-ups in the house or something.
Oh, Sherry's here. She said the sugar is to feed the yeast.
You'd be fine without it.
Yeah. So,
anyway,
so Sherry, I've learned a lot from Sherry. She's an old, experienced bread maker.
Who you calling old? She might not like that very much.
She's younger than me.
Oh.
I'm sure. She looks younger than me.
Sherry
I'm sure
is the bomb.
Sherry knows lots and lots
and
about
her
bread.
husband Les is the bomb at making iron stuff.
There's what you got me from Les. It's sitting on
Where?
the windowsill. I've got it sitting right
Yeah,
there
a couple of
to be
things.
put up.
Y'all remember we did a show
Mm-hmm.
coming up, a couple weeks before Christmas, where we wanted to highlight some of our viewers and fellow YouTubers who make
sell stuff.
crafty stuff and sell it. And Patty didn't know this, but I really I wasn't able to buy something from everybody that we featured. I just didn't have the budget for that. But I did go through. I did find a few things from some of the folks that we featured.
I had some nice prizes, nice presents.
And she's hard to surprise.
Yep, she did good. And my rolling pin is in that top drawer on the right.
Where's the?
And 7D, Sherry said that she makes king cakes also. So Sherry, you just have to tell me some secrets,
where's
okay?
The dough cover?
Oh, that's going to be in that drawer right there.
That's not from 7D.
Tommy got me this from 7D Farms. Les made this. It's handmade. And I had it sitting over in the kitchen on the windowsill because I've put it a few places and I've hung stuff on it and put it up against the wall where I could see it, and I'm just not 100% where I'm going to put it. Because I want it to be seen, too.
I mean, that's really
and look
fine,
at this.
fine work.
Now, I haven't used this yet. I've got to make me up some biscuit mix where I can make some biscuits. I'm going to make some square biscuits. Isn't that cool? It's copper. I just love it. It's so pretty. I'm going to sit that on the windowsill, I think. And then, where did this come from? I can't remember the name. You're going to say it and I'll remember.
I done forgot.
Oh, Tommy.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Shut. It's not a baseball bat. It is a rolling pin. And I saw it. The first time I saw it was on Jenny and Michael Pratt's YouTube show. He had got one.
I think I'd like you to give me that and let me put it back in the drawer.
Where you wanted that?
Yeah. In my hand, thank you.
Oh, Tommy,
my head.
it's something about freer. What is the name of that? Y'all help me.
Is it Bet in the Farm?
Yeah, I think so. Bet in the Farm. Yeah.
I don't know. I hate to say that.
Oh.
So,
Anyway, thank you. Go in peace. They said Happy New Year and God bless.
this is one of my favorite things.
Oh, Andy's backyard said he'll eat this piece of cake. Oh yeah, I love that.
That is
That's
a
pretty.
handmade little walnut bowl by Mr. Rain. Who knew that Mr. Rain could actually do anything worthwhile?
Tommy Alderman.
That's an inside joke. Mr. Rain made that, and I just love it. A handmade little walnut bowl. It's so cool.
So, anyway, and there's other stuff too. It's upstairs. I had forgotten with all the preparations we're making and everything. I had forgotten that we had talked about doing that because it just really is some neat things. So I got so anyway.
Anyway, I hope y'all had a
Yeah.
good Christmas, and
Yes.
I hope our show highlighting some of the.
And Andy says, "Run, Mr. Tommy Duck, and run."
Yeah, that's why I told her, give me that. Let me go put it back in the drawer.
Oh goodness.
At least I'd have a little warning. She'd have to go get it before she could.
Hey, Bandana Grandma.
I think we showed all of our pictures. That's the most pictures I think we
Yeah,
ever
he was real nervous,
had.
but he was flying through them too.
That's because I was afraid.
I just can't believe though about that how empty the shelves were
Y'all want
at
to see Fancy
Walmart.
again? Look at Fancy.
Isn't that the cutest little thing? Her little face is so tiny. She's so
Fancy.
cute.
And what's amazing is...
We need to go check them tonight before we go to bed. You need to go check them tonight before we
no.
go to bed.
No, they're fine.
You think they're fine?
What's amazing to me is, Oberhasleys must have strong genes, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's the first time that's really happened like that.
No. Tyne is hers.
Yeah.
And she's
okay.
brown.
Okay.
But she has Val too that's blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That little goat looks
She
like
was
an
born
Oberhasley.
they were born on Valentine's Day. Did y'all know that?
And you know what? She don't really have airplane ears either.
Who? That little goat?
Fancy.
No, not yet.
Well,
Airplane ears is ears that stick out like this because they're bred. I was talking.
Sorry.
Well, they're going to end up sticking out straight.
Because the daddy is a Nubian.
With the long hanging down ears.
Who has the long hanging down ears.
Bet in the farm, see?
And a Oberhasli has ears that stick up straight. So usually when you cross goats like that, you come out with what we call airplane ears. They just stick out straight to the side of their head. And they get ribbed about it in elementary school. But anyway. But anyway, her markings are almost exactly like Spree's.
Yeah, the only thing, like on her leg and all, she's got some black like going down her leg where it's not just the...
So does Spree.
No, she don't.
Oh, she does too.
There's Spree right there.
Look at that.
Well...
See, y'all see that...
Maybe so.
Above Patty's hand, that black band on her thigh. On her
he was pointing with. I just have to tell you, he was pointing with the cursor.
I was pointing with the mouse.
Okay,
Fancy has that exact same band on her thigh.
Yeah, but hers looks bigger, and I didn't think Spree's looked that much. I don't know.
You just saw it.
Well, pictures can be deceiving.
Yeah, it was the angle, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey Chelsea. Chelsea's watching.
Our Chelsea.
Our Chelsea.
Hey, Chelsea and Guillermo and Tomas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Hope you're staying warm. It's cold here.
Very cold here.
Very cold here.
Very cold.
And wet.
Yep. What are y'all doing?
Could be worse. Could be raining. It's not raining.
Is that on YouTube?
No.
Oh.
That's on Facebook.
Oh.
That's on the Facebook.
On
All right.
Facebook.
Talk. I'm going to come over here and look see. I haven't had a chance to look at any.
Oh, y'all, I'm excited. Now, we got Christmas and everything behind us and all. And so now it's going to be so cold. I can't do any I can't do any kind of working that I have to use the saws and stuff like that. So I'm going to look at my seeds. And so I'm excited about planting the garden because I've ordered some new seeds throughout the year and everything, and so I'm going to see what I need, and so I'm going to start making a list of everything I want to plant, because last year I messed up and I didn't plant a few of the things that I wanted to plant. And so I'm really excited about that. And then we're going to get the greenhouse in the next couple of weeks. We're going to get the greenhouse over here at Mama's house, and I'm going to start my plants.
Cameron said the highs are in the 40s in the next week in Oregon.
Wow. Oh, the highs. So that's cold.
By the way, Cameron, he said it's about time. I'm scrolling back in the comments. I don't know if he's still watching or not, but see, the deal is that's your mom's fault. My job is the Facebook comments about not seeing him.
I told everybody that I was behind because I didn't have it to repost it, please. So.
Yeah, I just happened to see it when I looked over there.
But anyway, so I look forward to this time of year. I made a big pot of chicken and sausage gumbo that I got the recipe from my neighbor Marilyn, and it's got okra and tomatoes in it too, which my gumbo don't have that, so I like to make Marilyn sometimes. But so I've got food for us, and I'm just going to sit back and relax and lay all my seeds out and decide. And y'all remember last year I did all my little containers. I saved all my little whoa. I almost fell.
What was that? That sounded like a dog sneezing.
That would have been funny if I'd have fallen down. I slipped. I was going to tell him.
No, Farmer Mimo, ain't going to be no dancing. I'm too wore out.
I saved all my lettuce containers. And so, like, I've separated my seeds. So, like, this is all my herbs in this one. And so I have, all that. And so Tommy doesn't get into this with me. But anyway, I'll see what seeds I need and see if I have room for stuff, and I'll plant. I'll be planting in a few weeks.
Well, we've got a new area we can plant out by the road because we got water out there now.
Well, but I got to keep it to where we can handle it. Mm-hmm. So that means I'm not going to plant 12 or something if we don't need it. I want to plant Christmas trees. I think that's a good idea.
Wants to start a little Christmas tree farm. Mm-hmm. No, Mary S. No puppy dog prints in the slabs. They didn't get on them.
Oh, really? We have Kate back here. Let's see what Chelsea says.
She says, "Hey, from our hotel room, we wanted to FaceTime y'all to give you the news that we are staying in. We figured you'd be happy.
Yeah.
Okay, Farm Nemo, I am going to dance.
No. Chelsea
Yeah,
and them are
I
in
think
New
we
York.
already knew that, right?
Yeah. Chelsea and them are in New York.
That's
and
great news.
They wanted to be there and see the ball drop. What a awesome opportunity. But they have Tomas with them.
Hey, Tomas. Tomas said hey.
But anyway, it just, even for them, it just would be so bitter cold.
Oh yeah,
so
it's got the wind chill like.
it's
-0
-5 last time
like
I
that,
checked.
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so
Too cold for a little fella. Well, thank y'all. And we didn't try to talk them out of it. We just but their own.
we just gave advice.
Yeah, their own mommy and daddy senses kicked in.
That's right. Because they are the mommy and daddy.
I'm gonna tell you what the deal is. Guillermo was cold.
Yeah, Guillermo got. He liked his neck warmer. I got him for Christmas. I guess I don't know what it's called. I think it goes around right here in a hat. Tommy loves his too. And they called and said, "Where did you get that from? We've been looking all over." But I had ordered it from Amazon because Tomas was cold, and so Guillermo gave up his thing. I don't know what y'all tell me what it is. A neck warmer.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
Anyway.
got like fur on the inside of it.
Fake fur.
Fake fur.
Ooh, but
And,
wouldn't it be fine if it was real fur?
Ooh, yeah, but you talk about.
I could make one if you go kill me something and skin it and cure it.
You put that thing down on your neck,
He loves it.
and this is the best doggone toboggan or whatever. It's got the same thing. It's got this fake fur on it, and it's big. It's oversized, so you can get covered up with this thing.
Okay, Bandana Grandma says, "Do you use the corn pone pan?" I need that. My face was cold today.
Yeah, but
I do. I use my cornbread pans, and
I don't need it in here.
I used them a couple of weeks ago, and it really turned out really good. I've used another one that I had, and it did not. They did not turn out so good, so they wouldn't come out.
We're out of time.
I know, but we've got some questions, I think.
Oh, they found them.
What?
Chelsea said,
Oh.
first of all, she said people have been there at Times Square since 11 a.m.
Wow.
And she said it was her that couldn't handle the cold.
Well, she knows we're picking
And
on
she
GMO.
said they found some in a shop after looking in 10 shops and bought 2 more.
Oh, good.
Good stuff.
Very
They were
good.
really good. I mean, it was very, very cold here today. And my head was sweating, because I was out doing a little work, and I had to come inside and turn it inside out to dry. And it worked really well. So, gosh, where does the time go? The time is
But wait a minute, just wait a minute.
Okay.
But
I'm not going to sign off yet till you tell me.
Mary S.
Mm-hmm.
said that, Tommy, you really need to check on the goats tonight, or Patty will wake you up to do it early in the morning. She knows me so well. See? Anyway.
Okay.
And Pia says she is saving seeds too.
Thanks, Mary.
All right. And Sherry says, what's everybody eating tomorrow? We're eating black-eyed peas and cabbage and cornbread.
Just because it's traditional, not
and
because
some-
it's magic. We don't go for none of it. It don't represent nothing. It's just tradition.
It's health and wealth.
Yeah, well, it's healthy. It ain't got nothing to do with wealth.
I'm just teasing, baby.
Yeah, we're not superstitious, but it's good food. I'm gonna have me some chicken and sausage gumbo as soon as we sign off.
Are you gonna get some?
Of course, I'm gonna get some.
Okay.
I didn't eat supper at the normal time because I was still full on boudin.
Oh, David Charo says his seal and beaver hat is warmer.
Oh,
than
I
yours.
bet so. I bet so. David, you got my shipping address? I can get it to you. Send me an email.
Andy said you look like a ninja.
Ooh, wah, ooh.
And let's see. Oh.
Deep South's gonna be eating black-eyed peas and cabbage too.
Yep. All right. Now.
Don't that sound good, Tomas?
All right. You got a special request.
What?
From Annie's Homestead.
What?
City Heart. Could you sing Amazing Grace?
Maybe. I hadn't thought about it. I guess so. Probably ain't gonna sing all of it. And I'll probably get the words wrong.
But just act like he sings them right.
Yeah, just pretend. Amazing
We're not gonna get ready.
Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. Was grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Alrighty then. Such a great song.
Yes, I love it. Love it, love it.
Such a great song. And when everybody, here's your homework. Google the history of the song Amazing Grace. Google John Newton, captain of a slave merchant ship, and understand where that man was coming from when he was born again. Because he, like the Apostle Paul, would cry out, hey, I am chief among sinners. I'm the worst man that ever lived. I'm the worst sinner that has ever been born. And when he realized God's grace and was born again, there's no other word for it than amazing. Yeah. You know, to save a wretch like me. Amazing. And I'm not sure if the original word was worm, and it got, I know that's true in some hymn. Y'all can tell me and correct me. Thank you, Chelsea, sweetheart. Tomas said you sound like a singer on the radio. Bless your heart, Tomas. Thank you. I know that's true of at least one hymn, and it may be Amazing Grace, where worm was softened to wretch. I'm just not sure. But do your homework. Come back and write 500 words about that and, for next week. We love you guys. We do want to remind you that whether you eat or drink in the new year or whenever or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God. You can look that up in 1 Corinthians 10:31 and read it in context, because context is king. Oh, sorry. Anyway, we appreciate you guys so very much hanging out with us on this New Year's Eve. We pray that your 2018 is the best ever, but in a very specific way, okay? Well, in a couple of ways. We do pray that you prosper on your homestead. We pray that your animals multiply and your garden is pest free and all that. But here's what I want to pray for you in 2018, and that is that you become closer to the Savior than you've ever been in your life.
Yes.
I want to pray that the Lord Jesus Christ will be more real to you in 2018 than He's ever been before, and that He changes you and draws you closer to Him. How about that? Okay? Thank you, guys. We love you.
Good night.
Bye.